Welcome back, friends, to our 7-day series with Yoga with Jeanine. Today is day 2, and we will be taking a nice yoga slow flow. We'll be working with our sequence from day 1, gentle yoga, adjusting it a little bit and adding on. We're going to start as we did yesterday in Supta Baddha Konasana. Lying down on the back, soles of feet connect, knees fall open wide. Bringing the hands to the back of the head, we open up through the elbows as well. As always, our beginning moments are used to let go of anything off of our mats so that we can become present within our practice. If you ever notice your mind wandering off of the mat throughout your class today, just return to your breath and return to the reason why you showed up on your mat. Reconnecting with your intention. Holding in stillness for one more round of breath. We'll release our hands to the outside of our legs to help lift the knees up. Feet find the edges of the mat, and then we gently sweep the knees side to side. Working on the mobility in our hips with the help of finding these movements yesterday. Once more each side. And pulling the knees into the chest. Circling out the knees, massage out the back. Circling in the opposite direction. And then finding our half or our full happy baby. Little bit of movement here. Maybe today you're reaching for the feet rather than yesterday we reached our hands towards the shins. Play with lengthening out the legs. We'll hold on to our right side, release our left foot down, half happy baby now. Really encourage your right knee down towards the armpit. Feel the compression from the right thigh in towards the hip. Start to lengthen out through the leg, open up through the hip. Now we send that right leg up to the sky. Tilt it a little bit towards the left so that it's at a diagonal so that we can work into our IT band stretch. Holding for a round of breath. Big inhale. Stay for the exhale. Tuck your right foot outside of the left thigh. Scoot your hips to the right and then drop the knees to the left. Your right foot is still tucked underneath the thigh, encouraging a deeper twist. You can keep your gaze up towards the sky, or if it feels okay on the neck, turn your head to the right. Bring the head back to neutral. We unwind from our twist into a figure 4. Right ankle is over the left thigh. Pulling the legs in close to us. Find an interlace behind your hamstring if it feels okay for you today. And then option 2, lengthen your left leg up to the sky. Make sure to flex through both of the feet here. And then maybe take a little rock on the back side to side. Feeling a nice stretch in the right outer hip, the glutes, lengthening out through the left leg. Unwinding from our figure four into our sleepy lion. Roll out the wrists, the ankles, wiggle out fingers and toes. And coming back into our full happy baby. Creating more space every time we experience this pose. Holding on to our left side, release the right foot down, half happy baby, encouraging the left knee in towards the underarm. We start to lengthen through the left leg as we open the hip. You can use your right hand on top of the right hip to encourage it to stay grounded to the mats rather than having your right hip lifting up. Send your left leg up to the sky. Tilt it a little bit over to the right. Pause here for our IT band stretch. One round of breath. Inhale. Stay for the exhale. Tuck your left foot outside of the right thigh. Shimmy the hips to the left and then drop the knees to the right. Gaze is up to the sky or option to look to the left. As we untwist, we find our figure four. Left ankle stays on top of that right thigh, interlacing behind the right hamstring. And then maybe lengthen your right leg to the sky. Little rock side to side. Big stretch through the left outer hip and the glutes as we lengthen through the back of the right leg. Release into our sleepy line. Find length. Find movement. Knees come into the chest. We take a rock and roll up and down the spine. Working to connect every inch of our spine to the mats. And coming up to seated. Lengthen the legs long out in front of you. We'll take our left foot and step it outside of the right thigh. Left hand props up behind you. Inhale, sweep the right arm up. Exhale, twist to the left, tucking your arm outside of the left thigh. Maybe gaze past your left shoulder here. We use the connection of right arm to left thigh to encourage our twist. Find length through the spine as you inhale. Just a little bit more as you exhale. Twisting for one more round of breath. We start to come out of our twist all the way to the right. Right hand grounds behind you. Inhale, lift up through the hips and sweep your left arm overhead. Exhale, lower the hips back down. We guide our left foot behind us for a half hero's pose. Grounding the hands behind you, fingertips face forward. Pull the shoulder blades together. Expand through the collarbone. You can stay lifted, or if it's in your practice today, start to walk down, grounding through the forearms. Nice big stretch through the left quad. If you lower down, slowly start to press yourself back up. We'll swing our left foot out in front of us. Right hand comes to pinky edge of the foot. We twist open for a seated dancing Shiva. Left hand finds the foot. Inhale, lift up a little bit higher. Exhale, fold forward with your leg. Head is nice and heavy, opening up through the back of the neck. We'll slowly roll up through the spine. This time stepping our right foot outside of the left thigh. Right hand props up behind you. Inhale, left arm reaches up. Exhale, twist to the right. Left arm tucks outside the right thigh. Use that connection to encourage your twist. Maybe look over your right shoulder. Lengthen, sit up taller as you inhale. Just a little bit more with every exhale. Stay for one more round of breath. We slowly unwind all the way to the left. Left hand grounds behind you. Inhale, lift up through the hips. Reach your right arm overhead. Exhale, lower the hips back down. Guiding your right foot behind you for our half hero's pose. Planting the hands, fingertips face forward. Pull the shoulder blades together. Stay lifted as you are, or begin to walk down, grounding on the forearms, deepening that stretch in your right quad. If you lower down, start to press your way back up. We swing our right foot out in front of us. Left hand comes to pinky edge of the foot. We twist open for our seated dancing Shiva. Right hand grabs hold of the foot. Inhale, lift a little higher. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to rise, reach the arms overhead. Exhale, cactus the arms, pull the shoulders together, lift the chin. Inhale, reach up, sit up tall. Exhale, cactus. One more, inhale. Exhale, cactus. Plant the hands behind you, fingertips face forward. Inhale, lift up through the hips, reverse plank pose. Maybe drop the head back, open through the throat. Stay for your inhale. Stay for the exhale. Release your hips down to the mat, crossing at the shins, rolling over, coming into tabletop. Moving into dancing lion, any sort of free movement throughout your body, whether it's traditional cat-cows, circling out the hips, create figure eights. Maybe you go all the way back into a child's pose, and then all the way forward to swan. Take a moment to flip the hands in different directions, giving more attention to the wrists and forearms. Allow the eyes to close. Turn inward, focusing on what feels good in your body. Take 5 more rounds of breath to flow freely. Finding stillness. We'll tuck our toes, lift the hips up and back, down dog. Bending through one knee at a time, pedaling out the feet. Shake the head, yes. Shake it, no. Now take a big bend through both of the knees. Start to send your hips up to the sky. Maybe lengthen out through the legs. And then we work on dropping the heels down towards the mat. On your next inhale, rise to the tippy toes. As you exhale, drop your heels over to the right. Opening up through the left side of the body. Inhale, lift the hips through center. Exhale, drop the heels to the left, opening up through the right side. Inhale, heels through center. Exhale, lower them down towards the mat. Inhale, rise to the tippy toes, gaze forward. Exhale, slowly tiptoe your way to the top of the mat. Meet in a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, slowly roll up through the spine. Sweep the arms overhead. Right hand grabs the left wrist. As you exhale, stretch everything over to the right. Inhale through center. Left hand grabs the right wrist. Exhale over to the left. Inhale through center. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Plant your hands. Step back into a plank pose. Lowering the knees down to the mat. We start to shift the shoulders slightly past the wrist. And then moving nice and slow, keep the elbows pulled into the ribs as you lower to the belly. Inhale for cobra, lift up through the hearts. Exhale, tuck the toes, lift the hips, up and back, down dog. Inhale, rise to the tippy toes, gaze forward. Exhale, tiptoe to the top of the mat, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise with a flat back, high mountain. Left hand grabs the right wrist. Exhale, pull everything to the left. Inhale through center, right hand grabs left wrist. Exhale, stretch over to the right. Inhale through center. Exhale, cactus the arms. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Plant the hands, step back into plank pose. Option to lower your knees or maybe keep them lifted this time. Inhale, shift the shoulders forward. Exhale, slowly lower elbows in towards the ribs, down to the belly. Inhale for cobra. And exhale to down dog. Lower the knees as wide as the mat. Big toes connect. Send your hips back towards your heels. Child's pose, balasana. Resting the forehead down to the mat. Maybe find a little sway side to side. Massaging out the forehead, opening up through the shoulders, underarms. As you actively reach the hips closer towards the heels. At the same time, reaching and lengthening out through the arms and the fingers. Finding stillness in your child's pose. Ground through your left hand. Inhale, right arm up to the sky. Exhale, thread your needle. Right arm underneath the torso. Rest on the shoulder and your temple. Left hand can keep reaching out in front of you, or option to sweep it behind the back for a half bind. We ground our left hand under the shoulder. Inhale, reach your right arm up to the sky. And exhale to ground. Inhale, left arm up to the sky. Exhale, thread your needle. Right hand reaches out in front, or wrap it behind the back for your half bind. Right hand grounds under your shoulder. Inhale, left arm up to the sky. Exhale to ground. Traditional child's pose, one round of breath. Big inhale. Exhale out the mouth, let it go. Rising up to a tabletop pose. 3 rounds of cat-cow. Inhale for cow. Exhale, cat. Twice more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Sweeping the legs out in front of us. Scooting towards the top of the mat, grounding through the soles of the feet. Reach your arms out in front of you. Slowly using your core, roll the back down one vertebrae at a time. Reach the arms overhead. Walk the heels closer in towards the glutes, and then drop your arms down by your side. Taking a round of bridge pose. Inhale, lift up through the hips. Maybe you interlace the hands underneath the back. Walk the shoulder blades closer together. Actively pressing through the soles of the feet. Maybe lift the hips a little bit higher. Chin is tucked in towards the chest to lengthen out through the back of your neck. Start to lift up to your tippy toes. Release the interlace if you have it. Slowly roll the back down from top to bottom. Pause in stillness. We'll take one more round of bridge pose. Arms by your side. Round through the soles of the feet. Start to lift up through the hips. If you're taking the interlace under your back, put your other thumb on top this time. Walk the shoulders in. Pressing through the feet. Lift the hips. Hold for 3, 2. Rise to your tippy toes for 1. Release your interlace and roll your back down. Find stillness. Knees come into the chest. Start to circle the knees out, massaging out the low back. Taking it in the opposite direction. We'll plant our left foot down towards the right edge of our mat. Scoot the hips to the right. Tuck your right foot outside of the left thigh, just like we did earlier on, and then drop the knees to the left, finding your twist. Slowly unwind. As you come out of your twist, take happy baby pose. We'll bring our right foot to the left edge of the mat. Scoot the hips to the left. That left foot hooks outside the right thigh, and then we drop our knees to the right. Unwinding from our twist, finding happy baby once more. Creating more and more space every time we come into this pose. We'll send the legs up to the sky, flex through the feet, arms down by your side for legs up the wall. Working to let the blood flow in the opposite direction from what it's used to when we're always standing up on our feet. Blood flowing down the legs to the feet, just switching it up. We'll start to bring the legs down, soles of feet together, knees fall open wide. Hands come behind the head so that the elbows fall out to the sides as well. Begin to lengthen out through the legs. Feet fall open wide. Release your arms down by your sides, palms face upwards. Walking the shoulders out from underneath you, lengthen through the back of your neck. Take a moment as you arrive in Shavasana to return to the reason why you showed up on your mat today. Staying in your Shavasana for as long as your day allows. The light in me sees, honors, loves, and is grateful for the light in each of you. From my heart to yours, Namaste. Beautiful work, friends, and our slow flow for day 2. I will see you back tomorrow for day 3, which will be our regular vinyasa flow.